Greetings. I am grateful that we are allowed to introduce one of the largest universal banks here in the Philippines, Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation or the Rcbc. Together with Keisha Julian Austria, Shanley Cruz, Norlica Dianca, me Rejan C.S. Delison, Ewan Estanislao, and Mark Anthony Minjola. And we are here to explain and elaborate the significant contributions of Rcbc as a universal bank to the Philippine financial system. And for objectives, at the end of this presentation, you can examine the background and history of Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation, identify its ownership structure and current board of directors, differentiate Rcbc's products and services, determines its contribution in the Philippine financial system. Banks in a universal system is to choose to specialize in a subset of a commercial or investment banking services, even though they can technically offer much more to their client base. In a universal banking is a system in which banks provide various comprehensive financial services, including those tailored to retail, commercial, and investment services. It combines the service of a commercial bank and an investment bank, providing all services within one entity. The services can include deposit accounts, a variety of investment services, and may even provide insurance services. Deposit accounts within a universal bank may include savings and checking. It may offer credits, loans, deposits, asset management, investment advisory, payment processing, securities transactions, underwriting, and financial analysis. While a universal banking system allows to offer a multitude of services, it does not require them to do so.
The Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation, more commonly known as Rcbc, is a universal bank, more specifically, a development bank that started in the province of Rizal, hence the name. The Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation, or Rcbc, is majorly owned by Yuchenko Group of Companies, or YGC, one of the oldest and largest conglomerates in Southeast Asia, covering over 60 businesses. It is among the largest private domestic banks in the country in terms of assets and has a network of over 444 and 2,492 ATMs and ATM Go units as of end of March 2022. Since its establishment in 1960, Rcbc has been a pillar of the banking industry, providing a wide range of financial services to its customers through its retail and investment bank, microfinance unit, foreign exchange brokerage house, leasing company, and overseas remittance tie-ups. In 2019, Rcbc merged with its thrift unit, Rcbc Savings Bank, which resulted in a larger asset base and stronger financial standing. A pioneer in financial services, Rcbc has received numerous awards and citations from various institutions and publications such as World Finance, Best Banking Group in the Philippines, and AI Global Awards, Best in Private Banking. The bank has also been recognized for its recent digital efforts for inclusive and accessible digital banking during this pandemic, such as Alpha Southeast Asia, Best Digital Bank in the Philippines, the Global Economics Awards, 2020 Most Innovative Internet Banking Services Provider.
History of Rcbc. Established in 1960, Rizal Development Bank started as a small development bank in the humble province of Rizal. It received the central bank's approval to operate as a commercial bank in December 1962 and commenced operation under its present name in January 1963. Rcbc received approval from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas to operate as a commercial bank and began operation under its present name. 1972 to 1973, one in America and the other in Japan. These critical collaborations were designed to strengthen the bank international network. With such measures in place, the company soon passed the 1 billion mark in the total resources in 1973 and hit the 2 billion mark 3 years later. The bank never stopped growing since. RCBC also developed into one of the remittance industry's strongest players, thanks to its extensive presence that is further boosted by its remittance subsidiaries and partners in North America, Europe, and Hong Kong. RCBC acquired its universal banking license in 1989. After that, they started to offer commercial bank, corporate, and consumer lending products, cash management products, treasury products, and remittance services. 2007 acquired the Trip Bank, Merchant Savings and Loan Association incorporated from Pinmal Corporation and consolidated with its own Trip Bank. RCBC Savings the aim for increasing branch networks. In 2019, RCBC merged with its Trip unit RCBC Savings Banks, which resulted in a larger asset base and stronger financial standing. The Global Economics Awards 2020 Most Innovative Internet Banking Service Provider, Asia Money, Best Digital Bank in the Philippines, Asia Pacific Enterprise Awards 2020 Most Inspirational Brand Financial Service Industry, Asia Business Platform Award 2020 Enterprise Innovation, and International Innovation Awards Best Digital Inclusion Initiative and Services and Solution. And by the end of December 2022, they managed to have a network of over 462 branches and 2,011 ATM, which is amazing.
Mission. We are leading universal bank providing quality integrated financial services that best meet our clients' needs. We are committed to conducting our business with utmost integrity, excellence, and commitment as responsible corporate citizens and providing professional growth opportunities to develop the talented base of officers and employees and achieve the best returns for our stockholders' environment.
For our vision to be the most admired and trusted profitable financial services group providing and adapting to customers' changing needs for every Filipino worldwide through innovative products, excellent service, and a highly motivated, committed, and passionate team.
Core value, passion for excellence, striving to be great if not just good, improving our result, continuous sense of urgent, doing things fast, taking the intimate response to daily barriers, stakeholders, and internal, external client. Professional discipline, passing a strong work ethic, disturbing trust and respect, using bank pads and property, including time, purling, acting with fairness and objective, being accountable for action. Loyal, being good corporation citizen, pursuing corporate interests as one own, speaking well of the company, and taking pride in its achievement. Teamwork, taping areas of signing, active collaboration towards shared goals.
For the ownership structure, with the whole contribution of shareholders of RCBC, the family of Yuchenkos are the majority owner of the Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation. With they're all companies that all interconnected with Yuchenko Group of companies, like the Panmalayan Management and Investment Corporation, with a total of 54% of shares that equivalent to 39.64% in the raw data. The second biggest shareholders is the Catray Life Insurance & Co. with 32% of shares that equivalent to 22.19% in raw data. And lastly, the others, that's also part of the share that has 12% of shares that is equivalent to 8.61% in the raw data. The Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation or RCBC is majority owned by a Chenko Group of Companies or YGC. It is one of the oldest and the largest conglomerates in Southeast Asia, covering over 60 businesses. So, this will be the Board of Directors of Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation or the RCBC. Helen Y.D. as the Chairperson, Cesar A.A. Verata as their Corporate Vice Chairman, Eugene S. Acevedo as their Chief Executive Officer or their CEO. For the position of Directors, there will be Jill A. Buenaventura, John Law, and Arnold Kai Yuan Kang. For the position of Interdependent Director, there will be Juan B. Santos, Gabriel S. Claudio, and Vagon F. Montes.
The role of chairmanship is vital position in a corporation. As a leader and a head, it is one's duty to ensure that the company is steering right into its primary goals with minimal cost. Mrs. Helen Y.D. was born on March 18, 1944. As a Master of Business Administration she continued to carve up a rear out of her talents and abilities. She is extremely hardworking and just like her father, she values reputation greatly. Aside from RCBC, she is also the CEO of Heidi Management and Resources Incorporation, Promotions Personalized Incorporation, Tamina Resources Incorporation, and International Holding Management Incorporation, and among those, she also led many other companies, organizations, and the like. Mrs. D, as the chairwoman of the well-known Universal Bank, RCBC, since March 23, 2016, has practically contributed drastically to the company's success. Her leadership meant a lot to the company in its triumph. We can see the status as proof and a result of her contributions to the corporations. Of course, as not everything is done by one person, her decision-making certainly drove the business to its glory.
Cesar A. Birata, or Cesar Enrique Aguinaldo Birata, KGCR, born 12 December 1930, is a Filipino former statesman and businessman who was the fourth Prime Minister of the Philippines from 1981 to 1986. He is currently the corporate vice chairman of the Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation, is the eponym of the Cesar Birata School of Business, the business school of the University of the Philippines, Diliman. One of the Philippines' business leaders and leading technocrats, he served as finance minister from 1970 to 1986 under President Ferdinand Marcos. It was during this time that the Philippines became economically strong through healthy trade and budgetary surplus. However, other studies show budgetary deficits during the same period. PIDS budget deficit in 2004, particularly during the later years of the Marcos regime. Mr. Birata holds two Bachelor of Science degrees in Mechanical Engineering and Business Administration, which he completed with honors cum laude at the University of the Philippines in 1952. In 1953, he earned his MBA Industrial Management from the University of Pennsylvania.
Eugene S. Acevedo. Mr. Eugene S. Acevedo is the President and CEO of RCBC, one of the largest banks in the Philippines. A banking veteran with over 30 years of experience in the industry, Mr. Acevedo began his career at Citibank, where he was an executive trainee in 1987. By 1995, he was Vice President at Citibank Hong Kong, and in 1997 became Treasury Marketing Head Citibank in Manila. He was appointed as a regional head for derivatives, structuring, and sales and was based in Singapore. He became Managing Director in 2005 and was Country Treasurer for the Philippines and then Hong Kong. In his last post at Citibank, he led the Hong Kong, Taiwan, Macau Global Markets Cluster and was Treasurer of Citicorp International. Mr. Acevedo joined Philippine National Bank as its President and CEO from 2010 and 2011, later moving on to becoming SEVP of Union Bank, leading its corporate and retail banks, while being chairman of its thrift lending arm, Citibank. At Union Bank, he led 6 acquisitions and built a mass market business. Before he entered the corporate world, Mr. Acevedo spent a year as a physics lecturer at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. He received his MBA from the Asian Institute of Management as a Javier Nepomuceno Scholar, graduating first in his class, apart from completing the Advanced Management program at the Harvard Business School. Mr. Acevedo has likewise completed specialist certificate courses in data science, fintech, AI, and blockchain cryptocurrency from the British Computer Society, the Wharton School.
Savings account have some limitation on how often you can withdraw funds. but generally offer exceptional flexibility that's ideal for building an emergency fund, savings for a short-term goal like buying a car or going on vacation, or simply sweeping surplus cash you don't need in your checking account so it can earn more interest. And the following are services offered by RCBC in their savings account, like the RCBC One account, Basic Savings, Dragon Dollar Savings, Dragon Peso Savings, E-Woman Savings, Flexi Savers, Foreign Currency, Go Savers, iSave, Regular Savings ATM, Regular Savings Passbook, and SSS Pensioner.
Checking accounts. E-Woman Checking, RCBC E-Woman Checking, is a self-made women's checking account. Conveniently, settle your bills and payments with a checking account that keeps up with your empowered lifestyle. A savings account for the woman who knows what she wants. For the independent woman, here's a debit card and savings account in one. It comes with free life insurance coverage worth 3 times your month ADB. Dragon Checking. Enjoy tiered interest rates with RCBC Dragon Checking Account. It's a checking account that earns interest. Get a debit card, transaction journal, and checkbook all in one account. Earn high interest rates as your deposits grow. The Dragon Peso Savings Account is a tiered interest rate savings account that your maximizes returns to your deposits. You can withdraw funds from your account on unlimited number of times and still earn high rates.
Loans. We have three loans. RCBC Loan, Home Loans. RCBC Home Loan Plus, being your dream home within your reach. With fire insurance, premium paid together with your monthly loan amortization, believe getting that dream home never been possible. Auto loan. RCBC Auto Loan Plus make it easier to own, especially for the first-time buyer. There's no need to worry about upfront and lumps car insurance payment. You can pay a car insurance premium monthly together with your car loans amortization. Plus, you can get free 1-year car insurance. Personal loan. RCBC Makers Personal Loan is a multiple insurance loan facility that allows you to borrow to 50,000 to 1 million pesos to meet your personal needs. Loans are payable with a 6 to 36-month. RCBC also provide free financial advice on the best way to save your pay assurance amortization.
Unit Investment Trust Funds, or UITF, are affordable investment where the money of the investors who share similar ideals, financial resources, and risk preferences are combined to multiply the amount invested. Personal Trust and Investment Services. A personal trust investment trust account is designed to hold and manage assets for the benefit of your designated beneficiaries with the help of trustees. A neutral third party, you can set a specific term and condition under which your assets will be managed, held, and distributed. Useful for investors who would like to manage and grow their funds for the benefit of their loved ones. While an investment management account is a tool for maximizing your returns of portfolio given your investment parameters and restrictions based on your preferences, you can either choose the specific securities to invest in or let the expert from the bank make the investment decision on your behalf. For individuals who would like to maximize the growth of their assets.
The next one is cards. My debit. When your debit card is powered by RCBC and MasterCard, you get 24/7 service, security alerts, worldwide acceptance, and exclusive perks and privilege. The next one is the RCBC Bank Card. RCBC Bank Card is a card that is linked to a depository account including ATM cards and debit cards. Similar to other kinds of cards, bank cards can be used for e-commerce purchases and other kinds of spending with the amount deducted directly from the account at the time of the transaction. RCBC My Wallet. The RCBC My Wallet Visa card is a reloadable, multi-purpose, prepaid stored value card that offers the flexibility of managing your day-to-day financial transaction with the added convenience of access to the worldwide Visa network.
The bank, in synergy with its YGC affiliates, Sun Life Grepa Financials or SLGFI and Malaysian Insurance Company Incorporations or MICO, also offers investment like life insurance products, auto fire, personal accident, and other non-life insurance products.
The four global Filipino products. First, international network. A network of lines, roads, vines, and other long thin things is a large number of them that cross each other or meet endpoints. Second, remit means send money in payment or as a gift to someone. Third, remittance savings account. This deposit is for those people who are engaged in foreign employees and their family members. And lastly, telemoney remittance inquiry. Beneficiary is immediately notified of incoming remittance via SMS. Remittance can be claimed in cash through any RCBC business center or payout partner.
This is the roles of Universal Bank to the Philippine financial system. Universal Bank in the Philippines offer deposit services to individuals and businesses, including savings account, time deposits, and other types of accounts. They also provide lending services such as personal loans, auto loans, and housing loans. These services help to promote financial inclusion and supporting economic growth. Also, Universal Bank in the Philippines also offer investment banking services such as underwriting, advisory services, and securities trading. These services help to support the capital markets and facilitate the flow of capital to businesses that need it. Also, in the Philippines, we offer wealth management services to high net worth individuals, including assets management, trust services, and estate planning. These services help to promote financial stability and support long-term financial planning. And financial inclusion refers to the availability and equality of opportunities to access financial services. This includes the access to banking services, credit, insurance, and other financial products that are affordable and meet the needs of individuals and businesses.
Contribution to the financial sector. The contribution of financial institutions in the Philippine economy is banking and finance sector plays an essential role in the Philippine economy because it is primarily responsible for mobilizing domestic savings and converting these funds into directly productive investments. The next one is the movement of excess capital. The significance of financial institution has a very important role in the Philippine economy because the movement of excess capital from developed countries to less developed regions relies heavily on universal banks and non-banks like Rcbc, traders, industrialists, and company owners in less developed areas can access sufficient capital through banks to meet their financial demands. In return, this boosts economic investment, commerce, and production.
Effectively contributing to the UN SDGs, Moody's disclosed the major Philippine banks that have a total exposure of 22%. These five sectors, one of the highest in the Asia-Pacific region. It further noted that countries with inadequate health care systems, low patient coverage, few physicians, and insufficient facilities are expected to be more vulnerable to climate shocks as these can drastically increase the demand for healthcare support and may lead to a collapse of the healthcare infrastructure, so that RCBC supports sustainable finance activities to help meet the UN SDGs, like funded social projects that support the UN SDGs. In particular, the good health and well-being, quality education, decent work, and economic growth reduce inequalities and sustainable cities and communities goals. Strongly supports the BSP financial institution. RCBC is one of the earliest adopters of BSP Circular 1085, which mandates Philippines banks to integrate sustainability considerations in their governance frameworks, risk management systems, strategies, and operations. The bank has been implementing its environmental and social management systems, or ESMS, since 2011 and its own sustainable finance framework since April 2019.
What would happen to the Philippine financial system or the economy if Universal Bank does not exist? If Universal Bank were to disappear, It could potentially disrupt the flow of credit and capital in the economy. This could lead a tightening of credit conditions, making it more difficult for individuals and businesses to borrow money. This, in turn, could impact economic growth and investment. Also, universal banks are primary source of credit for many individuals and businesses. If they were to disappear, it could become more difficult for people to access credit, particularly those who considered risky borrowers. This could lead to a lower levels of investment and economic activity, as businesses and individuals would have less money to spend. Universal banks are often major players in the financial markets, and their disappearance could lead to disruption and instability. This is because many financial products, such as derivatives and securities, are traded in these markets, and universal banks are often acts as intermediaries between buyers and sellers. If they were disappear, it could be more challenging to trade these products, leading to volatility and uncertainty. Loss of financial expertise. Universal banks may employ many financial experts, such as investment bankers, wealth managers, and traders. If these banks were to disappear, there could be a loss of this expertise, which could make it more challenging for business and individuals to make informed financial decisions. Also, increased regulatory burden. Universal banks are subject to significant regulatory oversight, and their disappearance could lead to a shift in regulatory responsibilities, which means that increased regulatory burden refers to the increase in regulations that businesses have to comply with. This can include new laws, regulations, and policies that are put into place by government or other regulatory bodies. The increased regulatory burden can lead to higher costs for businesses, as they can have spend more time and resources to comply with this regulation. This could result in an increased regulatory burden for other financial institutions, which may struggle to handle the increased scrutiny. This is the roles of Universal Bank to the Philippine financial system. Universal Bank in the Philippines offer deposit services to individuals and businesses, including savings account, time deposits, and other types of accounts. They also provide lending services such as personal loans, auto loans, and housing loans. These services help to promote financial inclusion and supporting economic growth. Also, Universal Bank in the Philippines also offer investment banking services such as underwriting, advisory services, and securities trading. These services help to support the capital markets and facilitate the flow of capital to businesses that need it. Also, in the Philippines, we offer wealth management services to high net worth individuals, including assets management, trust services, and estate planning. These services help to promote financial stability and support long-term financial planning.
Assessment and management and environmental, social risks and impact. Promote sustainable development, minimize negative impact on people and the planet integrity. Environmental and social consideration into banks' leading practice. By the following RCBC principal banks can help to promote responsible leading practice and contribution to the achievement of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Labors and working condition aim for promoting decent working condition, human rights, and compliance with labor laws and regulation throughout the leading process. By the following RCBC principle, banks can help to promote responsible leading practice and contribution to achieve of the United Nations Sustainable Develop goals related to decent work and economic growth.
Resource efficiency and pollution prevention. RCBC focuses on resource efficiency and pollution prevention. It emphasizes the importance of promoting sustainable use of resources and minimizing negative impacts on the environment, including pollution prevention, which is aimed at promoting resource efficiency and pollution prevention throughout the lending process. By following the RCBC principles, Banks can help to promote responsible lending practices and contribute to the achievement of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals related to environmental protection and sustainable use of resources. For the low carbon and climate resilient future, RCBC believes that the transition to a low carbon and climate resilient future entails risks as well as opportunities. The bank has taken important steps to reduce its corporate carbon footprint and channel funds to sectors that contribute to a low carbon and climate resilient future, not only in the Philippines, but also within the Asian region.